All right, y'all. We all saw the Alabama brawl where the black folks came together and formed like the Avengers, like the Black Avengers, and they all formed together like Voltron to help their black brother that was in despair or in a sticky situation, you know. And we saw the image of the black brother who was swimming, who swam to the fight, swam over to the fight to help his crewmate. And we come to find out that the young brother is only 16 years old. And when I saw that, I said something popped in my mind. And I had to make this video and get this off on my chest. Y'all, the younger generation is fearless. These young black folks are fearless. And I hate, and I hate to say this. I have to say this. In order for black folks to get a lot of change in society that's necessary for us, we're going to need a lot of fearless black folks. And so I admire the younger generation a lot. Now, they have their issues just like any other generation. We have, young folks got their issues. And I hate that how, I'm 30 years old, exactly 30, right? So I'm not old either. Some people might consider me a part of the young population, but I'm talking about the ones even younger than me, right? They are criticized, but we all had issues in every generation of life. But I'm telling y'all, man, the young black folks, man, they gonna go and do whatever gotta get done. Like, regardless of what, may happen, might happen, they don't listen. They like, look, we're going to stand up for what's necessary, for what's right. We're going to do what's necessary in order to get the results that we want. And I salute them for that. In every aspect of life, they do it. Whether it be protecting people they love, whether it be protecting certain vulnerable populations. I've seen young boys step in situations where I've seen older men don't do a thing, right, when necessary. I've seen young men say, nah, that ain't right, that ain't flying. And I've seen older men not say nothing and stand by and watch, right? I've seen young folks be like, hey, stand up for themselves when mistreatment happens at work. I've seen young folks, man, I gotta get this fly up out of here. It's killing me. I hate flies in the house. But anyway, I've seen young folks like, look, okay, I'm moving around from this job without fear and say, a lot of older people, people my age, and people my age doing it too, for sure. But a lot of older people have a fear of like, hey, I can't leave this job. I don't know what else is going to be out there for me. I'm afraid of something new. Young folks like, man, listen, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I need something better. I need something higher paying. I need something that's going to give me better benefits. I need an employer who's going to treat me better, who's going to care about my health, as well as my mental state, as much as they care about me and my employee, my production. I'm going to go somewhere else, right? That's how they cut. And I'm like, yo, the younger generation, man, I'm telling y'all, a lot of them, they don't live in fear of what people think about them a lot of times. They don't care about, how this is going to look to that person, that person, that person. A lot of that is within my generation and even older. And there's some people in my generation who don't give a fuck about what people think about them too. I'm only 30, but still. But it's some people who still do. And the ones above them, yeah, they care about what people think about them and so on and so forth. Younger folks like, man, listen, I don't care what you think about me. I'm going to get done what I got to get done so I can get what's mine. Well, I need to get what's coming to me so I can take care of my little brothers, my little sisters, or if they got children, so on and so forth. They don't care about none of that, man. They're going to stand up for what's right. They're going to stand guard. They're not going to, I'm talking without a blink, without hesitation. And for real, man, I really admire them for that, man. It takes a lot of, I'm sorry, I'm reading something right now. Yeah, it takes a lot of resolve. It takes a lot of resiliency. It takes a lot of heart. It takes a lot of vigor in your spirit to do things like that. Like, again, watching that young brother swim to his crewmate's aid. I say, yo, this young boy, man, I say he's 16 years old. I say, he ain't even think nothing about it. He went over and like, man, I gotta protect my crewmate, man. And that's honorable. It's admirable. It's a valiant thing. And so, yeah, man, like I said, the younger generation, man, they not worried about nothing. And it's going to be the younger black folks who really get black people what we supposed to be, honestly. What we've been trying to be. Believe it or not, it's the heart, the desire, the vigor, the valiant behavior of young people who going to get us to where we really need to be. For stuff to be better for our children, grandchildren, etc. Being honest with you. I have a lot of faith in the youth, man. I have a 12-year-old daughter, right? I see how intelligent she is. I see how she speaks. I see how she will stand up for herself. Again, she's a manable child. She ain't gonna talk crazy to her parents or her elders. But at the same time, she can express herself in such a intelligent way, and she can do it without being disrespectful, right? But she can deliver her point across, and I see how vibrant she is, how open-minded she is to things. I see how assertive she is and in what she likes, what she doesn't like, so on and so forth. And I admire that in her. My daughter is a lot more courageous than I was at 12 years old. I'll boldly say it. She's a lot more courageous in a lot of ways. Even speaking in front of people, even delivering performances in front of individuals, I was so nervous, shaking in my boots, almost timid for real to do those things. My daughter, no, she's not. And I look at her and I say, man, the youth is really in good hands, because a lot of her peers are like that as well. And so this young man is only 4 years older than my daughter, and I'm like, wow, look at that young brother, man. Look how spirited that young brother is swimming. They call him Aquaman. They saying the brother name should be, what did they say the brother name should be? Oh my God, I should have wrote this down. Sea Murder. C-S-E-A, Sea Murder. S-E-A, like in the sea, Sea Murder. I say, y'all, black folks, some of the most creative people I've ever seen in my life, had me dying talking about it's the Black Alabama Tea Party. You hear me? Like Black Alabama Tea Party, folks swinging around chairs, getting chairs tattooed on them. As the day that black folks revolted and say we standing up for ourselves, we all coming together. You know what I mean? But I can say, man, that visual, that situation is really showing how black folks can come together. But how, again, it shows a symbol of how the youth will be the ones to, the fearless youth will be the ones to get black folks where we're supposed to be in society and help push us forward. I seen a young brother, really humble. You can tell by his Instagram page. I found a brother's Instagram page. He getting a lot of praise and all of that, and he's really humble. Like, man, I was just trying to help my crewmate, man. You can tell the young brother was raised right. His parents should be proud of him. He's an admirable young man. And but yeah, man, I have a lot of faith and hope for the youth, black youth in America. People say, they ignorant, they run around wild. And again, I'm living in Chicago, Illinois, so I can see that. But I see the generation under the 18-year-olds and the 19, 20-year-olds. I see what they're doing. And even some of the ones that people deem wild, they're respectful. They're not going, they not respectful. They got a lot of heart. They're courageous. You're not going to let anybody talk to them any type of way crazy. They're not going to let anybody do anything to them or the people that they love. They come for their respect, right? They come for their respect. And I can say that a lot of the older generation, even though they laid the groundwork for a lot of us to have what we have now, and they did the necessary work for us to be progressed forward, a lot of them didn't have the same spirit and vigor that the young people have, right? And so now, they took a lot of things, took the brunt of a lot of things in order to get us to where we are now. Now, again, a lot of them fought and stood down. That's how we got to where we are now, too, for sure. But I think the youth, man, it's more of them that have the same vigor as a lot of the ancestors had that got us to where we have. A lot more of them have that vigor in them that is necessary to get certain stuff done that we trying to get done out here as a people. And so, man, I want to salute that young brother and his parents as well. Because, again, I just got a lot of faith in the black youth, man. I see my little cousins. A lot of my cousins, 18, they going to college. They doing their thing. They speak well. They're assertive. They stand tall. They don't, they stand up for what's right. And, people give them a lot of flack. But I see a lot of great things in them because of how resilient they seem to be. How they stand up for themselves in ways that I wish I could have stood up for myself at that age. You know what I mean? I had to stand up for myself in a lot of ways growing up in Chicago, period. But they stand up for themselves, you know, to against even authority figures when they're wrong and say, no, that's not right. I didn't have the courage to do that at that age. So even people who are older who do wrong things, they're like, no, you're not going to do wrong to me. I ain't letting it happen. You're not going to do wrong to people I love and care about. It's not happening. And I respect them a lot for that. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.